video copy. So if it is, I apologize for that. This is actually what my makeup looked like from earlier. The eyeliner is still there. Still there. This is what I meant about the eyeliner being all day. But okay, anyway, let's get to the point here. Okay, so you need to maybe there you go. Anyway, so if you get a text message from anybody saying that they're blocking private messages or private numbers, and the message comes from phone number 267-270-6119, that is a scam number. I'm just alerting you guys to this. I know the number. A summer. Here we go with them trying to demonetize me when I'm trying to give you helpful info on not being scammed and eating some chicken. Oh, my chicken dropped. Oh, it didn't go that far. I have to wash the shirt now. I can be a little silly about that. But anyway, like I said, I researched the phone number before I came on here to do the video. It's that time of the year for stupid scammers. Yes, it is. Okay, you know what? I did this eye look and I'm thinking, okay, tomorrow I do another kind of like champagne-y, but a little more dramatic eye. This one's nice. This is nice, right? I can't find the other makeup that I had for like eye makeup. It was really nice. I hope I didn't throw it away. Maybe I did by accident. Had a purple tone in it. It was really nice. But earlier is a video, like towards the ending of the video for this one, some idiot came on here. Like, saying just stupid stuff, and his icon was Hitler in a Nazi uniform. Are you kidding me? I'm Indigenous American. Keep that crap off my channel. Yeah. And he has 3 different channels. Yeah. Anyway. And then after that I get some stupid text. Some law enforcement, which I'll be handing that number over, and if it was that person that illegally obtained my number, whoever illegally obtained my number is screwed, because I already traced the location of where they are. How much money you make a year? How much money you get a month? And how old you are. You're 55 years old. And should be ashamed for scamming. Living in Philadelphia. pretty much. It's about that easy to look up the info. Oh yeah. It is about that easy to look up the info. And I've done it before on another person that harassed me. And she stopped harassing me after that. Knew how much money she made, knew how much her house was worth, her car was worth, knew how much she made a year, knew her address, knew what kind of cell phone she had, everything. And she's like, oh shit, sorry I ever bothered you. Sorry. I will protect the good people. It's the bad people that think they're cute. Your shit's not cute. Your shit's not cute. I'm sorry, I'm hungry, guys. I gotta eat before I take my last dosage of seizure meds before I go to bed. I have to do that. Because this week, other than preparing to use those last canvases, and I don't know what I'm going to do with them, really don't. I don't have the money to send them out to anybody. Yeah, when you're disabled, you just don't. Not at the moment. So I have to get a hold of one person that's, trying to help me not be homeless. But I will be doing more paintings as soon as I can get established somewhere. And like I said, before, the channel's not going away. But if I do end up homeless, I'm allowed to charge my phone at Wawa. As long as I buy something. Which of course I would. And then be able to just sit and charge my phone. As long as I buy a food item and a beverage, sit in a certain area and be allowed to charge my phone. Your questions might be, if you end up homeless, how are you going to wash yourself? It's called Sandy wipes. Oh yeah, called Sandy wipes. That is exactly how you wash yourself. Keeps the dirt off. Anyway, guys, I'm going to end this on a good note. I am starving here, as you can see. I'm trying not to be rude, but I'm not allowed to use the kitchen, so my friend Rocco, he did the cooking, and he brought the chicken down to me. He brought me a plate of food down. So, at least that's nice of him to do that for me. And he'll make me a plate of breakfast and bring that down. It's a good thing I have my Keurig in the basement, because that's for coffee. Yeah, like I said, that was really me hitting those notes. Sorry if like it sounds bad now, but I just set my coffee for morning. Yeah. Set your coffee for morning. Yeah. It's better with the app instead of my mug. So anyway, God, I tore up that chicken. Tore up the chicken. Anyway, hey to my one viewer, whoever you may be. Hopefully, just not one dude. Can you announce yourself? And hopefully you're not the one guy that I told to get lost. Hey! To get lost earlier. No, earlier there was a guy that I told to take his negativity somewhere else, because I really didn't appreciate him coming on here for the earlier video that I did right before this one. And then right after that video, I get this weird text. And so I traced the number to a location, traced, how much this guy makes a month, a year, his age. And I'm like, oh my God, like I've done this before anyway, but for something else. And I'm like, this is a positive channel and that's how I like to keep it. But, I'm making it aware, beware of the scammers out there. You know what I mean? So we just need to be aware of that. Tomorrow on my channel, it will be Charlene's Art Corner, because I need to use up the rest of the canvases that I have. And Charlene's Art Corner will eventually be moving somewhere else. The channel is not going to be lost. It will just be moving eventually. If I don't end up homeless, it will just be moving. Hopefully it'll just be moving so I don't end up homeless, because I'm terrified of homeless. I don't qualify for anything in the state of Pennsylvania. Except for being disabled physically. That's why you see some of my painting videos where I have to do it in like sections. Oh, okay. Thank you. And thank you for the thumbs up. I appreciate that. And, well, like I said, tomorrow I'll be doing a painting, but it'll be, if I don't do it in a Sailor Jerry style piece of tattoo art, which is what I'm doing tomorrow, is a tattoo art style painting, which, I hope you like that style, because I do various different styles of artwork. Move my plate out of the way so I can move better. And hopefully my face isn't too far up in your face. I do different styles of artwork. And, hold on, let me see if I can do this. Like right there, I did both of these paintings right here. This is, oops, get my finger in the right place. The one right there, which my finger is like weird in the way, is the Labor Family Darby Creek painting. One with the old man, well, the two old men and the dog. I did that. You can look that one up. Then I did that painting right there. And I have a bunch of other paintings, including the Burt Ward painting that you can see. But thank you. Thank you. And I appreciate you subscribing. Like I said, I have to finish the canvases that I have now. If you binge watch, you will actually see when I did the Mount St. Helens painting of what it looked like in 1980 before it erupted. I was a little kid when that erupted. I had lived on the West Coast in the state of Oregon when that erupted. So I lived in Northeast Oregon, and the ash plume actually carried over into where I lived. So I actually tell, you know, like how we had to stay inside because the ash, or, you know, hot ashes will actually burn you. It's very toxic. Can't breathe it because it's like Darth Vader. You know, so I'm just trying to keep this channel very positive. Oh yeah. I mean, I have epilepsy, and painting is my way to try to calm down. Try to relax myself, not to have any more seizures. So it's like I take this one 3 times a day, and I take this one twice a day, just to try not to have seizures. But you know, yeah, you know, painting, I do Bob Ross style paintings. I can do animal portraits, you know, just about anything, whether it's acrylic or water paint. I deal with it. Last year, I broke my, or I should say, I injured my foot against this wall, and I had to be off my foot for a month. My foot was in a boot for a month, and I was like, yeah, deal with it. So while I was in bed, I had a sketchbook next to me, and I had some yarn because I made my friend take me to Michael's Crafting with an injured foot. And I picked up some yarn and started doing arm knitting, which eventually I will be teaching arm knit better than the one video, because I did make an arm knit infinity scarf, and they're really warm and they're really nice to have. And I'll also be teaching how to make the adult size and child size scully caps that you can just make. Exactly. Art is an expression of self. That's how I feel. Art is an expression of self. That's exactly how I see it. Art is an expression of one's self. Oh, that is not charged enough. But yeah, if you, I was going to say, just like binge watch. And then, I don't know if I stopped that one book over here or not. I'm sitting on my bed. No, I can't reach down and get it. But if you binge watch, you'll see like a lot of things. And if you want me to this week, let me know. And I will just go ahead and re-show my paintings. Like, line them up and just show them. If you would like that, I would like to. Or I will do that. Exactly. But like I said, if you would like, as I new subscriber, if you would like, I will line up the paintings and just do like, I guess you would say, a video gallery showing of paintings. And when I do have to leave from here, the Labor Family Darby Creek painting that stays here, because the house I'm in, that's actually their house. Well, one of their houses. The one for Darby Creek, that one's actually down at Darby Creek. And those boats are actually there. All that's really there. The Steve the Cat painting stays, and one of my water paintings stays. Okay, well, I'll definitely do that this week then. So I'll just like showcase them. One of them, as soon as a clock is replaced in it, is a fully functionable piece of artwork. And it's an Alice in Wonderland themed painting. And it just needs a clock replaced in the pocket watch. That's all it needs. And it would be a fully functional piece of artwork again, which I think is cool because it has, I'll show it, but it has the Mad Hatter's hat with a card in it representing the Red Queen. Oh, it is, you'll get to see it. And on each side of the hat is like Tweedledee and Tweedledum, and the White Rabbit is running for a hole. Excuse me. And then you see the bottle that says "Drink Me," and then you see some little treats to say "Eat Me." They're laid out on a plate. This is really cool, and the blue background represents Alice's dress. Like, everybody was always asking me, "Oh, where's Alice?" And I'm like, "Don't you see the blue background? That's the color of her dress." They're like, oh, I get it. I'm like, you have certain characters that are there, but, you know, and then there's a cup on the top of the hat, which represents, you know, the Mad Hatter's Tea Party, which I think is cool, but you can always represent certain things in a painting as an expression and not have to crowd a painting. Yes, yes, exactly. But a lot of artists will just crowd a painting with too much and not leave a painting enough breathing room to actually see what's there. You know what I mean? They will just like crowd it and you can't see what's supposed to be there. Like, what is the eye actually supposed to be looking at? Even though if you step way back, you're not seeing what's supposed to be there. And they're like, oh, but this is what it is. I see it, don't you know? Like, there was a Temple University college student in Philadelphia that she plainly took 6 paint rollers on a canvas with 6 exactly, and she took 6 different shades of brown, right? And just rolled that on the canvas, got an A+, and the thing sold for like too much. And I'm like, that shit sold? And she's like, shit. And I'm like, you took 6 different shades of brown with 6 different rollers and you just put it on a canvas. And I'm like, it's the Doppler effect in brown. I'm like, the shit is just shit. I'm like, I can't believe that shit actually sold. I'm like, it's just crap. Exactly. I thought it was just crap. She was insulted, and I'm like, You have to understand something, unless it's an image of something or someone, a place. I'm like, what you did was just shit. It didn't have definition or anything. I'm like, I didn't go to an art institute. I didn't go to, any of these fancy places. And by the way, people think less of community college. Community college just means it's college. Excuse me, dinner. Excuse me, I apologize for that. Excuse me again. Community college just means it's college, but it's more affordable. That's what people don't understand. Community college is just a more affordable college. And that's all it is, but it's still college. You're still learning. It just happens to be more affordable. That's all it is. But you're still learning at the same level. Yep. You're still learning at the same level. I took a water painting course at a community college. I got an A+, a 4.0. The teacher was like, why are you even here? You don't even qualify to be here because you're better than I am. And I'm like, yeah, I know that. But my then mother-in-law, my ex-mother-in-law, was like, she challenged me. So I'm like, whatever, she paid for it, I'm going. So I went, and he's like, you don't even belong here. I'm like, well, I'll be back. But he let all the crap be sold. So all the crappy looking pieces got sold and wouldn't help me. I was like, what's up with that? I was doing realism and everybody was doing crap. You don't have community in New Zealand. Hey, I'm being watched in New Zealand. That's cool. What's it like in New Zealand? I heard it's beautiful there. Do you guys call it college or university? I know in some countries they call it university. And in, like here we call it college. I heard that there were movies filmed there. I was one of my favorite ones. Think of it. This is what we call it. See, that's why I'm saying, like, somebody universal. It's doing okay. Was Lord of the Rings filmed? I've never been to Canada. I've never been out of America. Yes, I watched it and I was like, oh my gosh, it's so pretty. Like, I heard that, like, the little village area is still there. And that it's like a tourist. And I think that's kind of cool. I think New Zealand. To do something like that, actually, first I have to try to be honest. Words kick. So if you ever hear somebody making a lot of noise in the background, it's the neighbor upstairs. And I don't have a lock. I don't have a door. I don't have a wall to keep the noise out. And I went upstairs to make a salad to take. And I tell him, you may have treated your wife like that. No. You know, he may have treated his wife like YouTube keeps trying to demonetize my stream. No, it's okay. I always wait a few minutes for a question to come up, or if I ask a question, I wait for your answer. So I'm very patient with that. So never worry about that. I'm very patient about it. I really am. If you know, you saw the artwork. So I'm very patient with being able to do the artwork. So I'm very patient with getting an answer, or if anybody has a question, don't worry about that. So yes, I'm very patient with that. I really wish YouTube would stop trying to demonetize my stream. My stream all the time. They do this to me. Actually, at my end, it's not at your end. Yeah, so it's definitely not yours, or if it is, it's both. Right? Well, we can just chalk it up to that. And every time they put the red strip at the top of my screen, like they have right now, they try to cut my live stream. And they've done this so many times that it ends up making my video choppy. So it's like, I don't worry about it. You know, like before the new year ends, hopefully YouTube, like the red strip is there again, hopefully YouTube will learn to stop that. What I mean? Before it erupted. Yeah, YouTube has gotten to be shit, to be honest. I agree with you. But anyway, what do you think about that painting? You get a little peeky before I do all that. And then this little painting right here, if you go back and look for the Bright Creepy painting, well, they tried to cut off my live stream, and I'm back. No, I'm back. I'm back. They did it again. They always try to do this to me, but I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. No, they do this to me all the time. Thank you. Now YouTube always does this to me. They're jerks. Hold on, let me get the camera set up. Let me get it set up, because they're jerks. Yes, YouTube has turned into such jerks lately. Okay, another piece of artwork I did, obvious. Burt Ward, the boy wonder. The boy wonder. Quite fun to paint, but I did paint him. I only need to finish up his legs on something. Yeah, that's about it for the boy wonder. Well, what is it that you would like to do in your channel? Exactly. Once I can get established somewhere else, I will actually be going to Twitch. That is where Sir Aim went because he got tired of being demonetized. I really miss him being on here telling his creepy stories. I'm not really sure why Let's Read and Chills stays on. I mean, I know they're well paid, but they're constantly demonetized. I'm surprised Kaylee Elise hasn't completely left. She's constantly demonetized, and she tries to help with solving crimes. Okay, here's the thing. As you've seen, I do a few makeup tutorials here and there. And as for gaming, Twitch is right up your alley. Twitch is right up your alley. Okay, and if you really want to know, the Gaming Vault 434, you must check out his channel. The Gaming Vault 434. Check him out. He's also on Twitch. This is why I'm giving you some information here. That way you can get established. He's not only on YouTube, but he's on Twitch. Check him out here on YouTube. You're quite welcome. He is one of my favorite Scottish people. He's Scottish, he's cool. Love his accent. He makes me laugh. Well, like I said, you know, whatever you're comfortable with for your channel, whether it's makeup, which a lot of people have been doing the makeup. Um, I would say, like, I did a soft eye today. A lot of people have been just like pile on the makeup. I used to be a model. I don't like to just take it on. You have to let your pores breathe sometimes. So my tips for that is, I drink a lot of water. I do. I'll have a soda once every, I don't know, maybe twice out of a year. But I drink a lot of water. I have my coffee in the morning. And the rest of the day is just water. And I'm 44 years old. Most 44-year-old women are wrinkled and look like the old Haggardist crib from the woods. And their hair is not soft and shiny. It's usually dried, wrecked, the split ends from hell. Exactly. And the things they want you to do is ridiculous. So you get where I'm coming from. Thank you. I used to be in a wheelchair for 5 years, and I've been out of it for 8.5, almost 9 years now. But before the wheelchair, the modeling agency wanted me to pay too much. I was supposed to be on the TV show Grimm, but in order to be on Grimm, the modeling agency wanted too much money, and I lost my chance to be on my favorite TV show, Grimm. Grimm is awesome. I don't know if you ever watched it, but it's an awesome TV show, and I wish it was still on the air. They need to, now that they showed, okay, their kids all grown up, grown in on their own, I think they need to bring it back as the kids out fighting the bad guys, or seeing if the bad guys are really the bad guys and which ones are really the good guys, and just revamp it and bring it back. And to tell you the truth, 2 of the actors really got married. After the show ended, 2 of them really got married. They really fell in love on set and really got married. So Nick and Juliet really fell in love. Of C, and I was born with 2 hearts and 2 sets of frontal rib cage. The reason I have a spinal issue is because on the way to a new recruiter for the Army National Guard Armored Tank Division in 2002, I ended up injuring my spine on an Amtrak because the car shifted and bucked, and I landed on a table. Landed on the table, hurt my leg, hurt my knee, and it hurt my back. And Amtrak wasn't wanting to pay me out. The lawyer shafted me. Amtrak shafted me, and I was told, have a nice life. $500 and have a nice life. What does that do? That doesn't do crap. That doesn't do crap. It took away my military career. It did. It took away my military career. But you know what? Here's how I see it. Maybe I wasn't supposed to be in the uniform. My son took my place and became a Marine. I won't say his name, but he became a Marine and he had a lot of experience. But you know what though? I just see it as maybe that wasn't my calling. So, maybe that was just a sign that that wasn't my calling. So I ended up in a wheelchair for 5 years because of it and had to battle to get my disability. Now, here's what I think is wrong. People claiming, I mean, there are people that are mentally ill, there really seriously is, but then there's the people that pretend. Okay, there really are people with anxiety. There really are people that are depressed because of their anxiety, because of physical disabilities. There really are people like that. Then there's the pretenders. You know what I'm saying? There's the pretenders, and then boom, they get disability like that because they pretend like, oh, I'm just not really motivated. I don't know. I eat because I'm depressed, and I'm depressed because I eat. And then it's the same cycle over and over. And I'm like, you know what? I could say the same thing, but I never did that. I could say the same thing about my epilepsy. Exactly, but the pretenders are the ones that get the disability quicker than the people with the physical disabilities. And I think that's wrong. It's wrong. It is completely and utterly wrong. As much testing as I had to go through to get my disability and fight for 4 years, they were like, oh, you can move. And I'm like, yeah, I can move by going like that, but it hurts my back. They're like, but you can stand. And I'm like, with crutches? With crutches? I'm like, you try standing for 8 hours with crutches. And they're like, oh. I'm like, that's not too comfortable. You know what I mean, right? That's not too comfortable. And it was the cup crutches, the ones that went around the arm. That wasn't too comfortable. Or even the ones that went under the armpit. They're like, well, get the ones that go into the armpit. And I'm like, you do that. That's not comfortable. Exactly. And then having to sit in a wheelchair, and they're like, well, can't you? And I'm like, I can't sit in that for too long. They're like, but what about? And I'm like, can you lay down and work? And they're like, what are you supposed to do? And I'm like, exactly my point. What are you supposed to do if you have to lay down sometimes? And they're like, nothing. I'm like, my point exactly. It's like, not even the psychiatrist could figure it out. Like, maybe the psychiatrist needed help. And then the psychiatrist is like, I don't know what to say, I'm bipolar. And I'm like, what? I'm like, you're trying to diagnose me, but you're bipolar? You need help. Right? Like, wow. It's like, it makes me question the medical community because some of these doctors are bipolar. How can you trust a doctor if the doctor is bipolar? It makes you question the medical community. Would you question a doctor if the doctor told you that that person was bipolar? I questioned that doctor and never went back. Never went back. So I told that person that they needed some serious help. And when I'm, oh, oh, are you okay? Well, you know what though? Look at it this way. You're alive. You're alive though. Look at it this way. You're alive. And this is how I see it. My ex-husband tried to kill me. And a lot of people have tried to hurt me my whole life. I've seen death 4 times. Okay? But I'm still here. I've been in a wheelchair twice in my life. Once when I was a child and in adulthood. But I'm still here. I've been pinned under a motorcycle. I've been in a car accident. I've been in, injured on the train. But I'm still here. Exactly. And maybe you're on here for a reason, right? You came on here for a reason. Maybe there's a reason for everything. And everything has a reason. And this is true. So, I look at it this way. Life is a blessing. And no matter what people say to you, you can look past it. I was always bullied in school. In fact, even to today, some people still try to bully me. This is what I do, is I look past it. I mean, you're still young. You can just look past it and better yourself. So what happened with me is everybody that took me as most likely to do something bad to myself. Hold on. Letting my friend pass me. He has to walk behind me because I'm going to hold the camera. If I unplug it, it's going to go off again. So anyway, this is how I see it, is letting me sit down. My bones just cracked in my knee, but I don't care. Is just look past anybody that tries to give you negative anything, because you can make yourself positive. It's what's in here that counts. Okay? It's what's in here. You're a smart person. You're a smart person. It's you that makes you smart. It's not anybody else. It's you. Okay? So, I skipped so many grades. It's ridiculous. I never had the same books as the other kids in school. No, never did. I got to skip classes in high school because they weren't necessary for me. I passed aerospace engineering for the Army without studying for it. And it could be partly due to the fact that when I was a kid, I read about Nikola Tesla, Albert Einstein, and Madame Curie. Hold on. Camera up. Well, you know what you have to worry about? The only thing you really have to worry about is graduating from university. Ignore everybody else around you and take care of yourself. That's it. If somebody doesn't like you, push them aside. They don't matter. They don't matter. You matter. You matter to you. You matter to your parents. You matter to your grandparents. Right now, you matter to me. You're on here. Forensic psychology. But you know what? You can make a huge difference with that. A huge difference with that. Think about that. Take the case of Jeffrey Dahmer. He used to kill birds. He used to kill small animals. There was something wrong with him mentally. Think about that. Something seriously wrong with him. Take that into account with psychology. There was something seriously mentally wrong with him. So when you study into that, we'll see you matter because you're going to make a difference. You're going to make a difference. Think about that. Don't pay attention to whoever's around you. Okay? This is my advice. Don't pay attention to the negative around you. Make your positive area. And what you do is just keep it in mind. You have to focus on you. Only on you. Just focus. Excuse me, my water is talking now. Focus on you. Focus on your studies. Get that done. You go, okay, let's say you go home for spring break. I don't know if you get that. You go home for summer break. You go home for winter break. But what are you doing? You're still focusing on what are you going to get finished for university? What are you going to do to better your life? Think about how you're going to better yourself. Not what next level of a bully is going to come along, because you're just going to push that aside. Like, oh, here comes douchebag. And now what does he want? Push that aside. Like, that's not there anymore, and I'm just walking past it, because whatever. They may be like, oh, so you think you're better than us now? Trust me, I've gotten a lot of that. And the only thing you're doing is earbuds in and keep walking. Thank you. And you know what though? Like I said, you focus on yourself. You do what you need to do for you. Because that's what's important. You are a young individual, and you need to go forward. Don't be stuck. Don't get stuck in a hole where other people want to keep you stuck. Let's put it this way. Okay. You know how I like do the soft makeup tutorial? You know, you can brush out your hair. I know I always keep my hair back. Brush out my hair, whatever. Mess with my hair. Always keep my hair pulled back because it's long. And what are people going to think of you when you look a little different? You've freshened yourself up. You may want to do a little refreshing on yourself because, hey, I was getting bullied on my channel a few weeks ago because My epilepsy medicine prematurely grays my hair and fades out my eyebrows. So I colored my hair to its natural color. This is the natural color. And people were like, damn. And I'm like, yeah, but this is my natural color. And people started changing their mind about how they were treating me. They're like, oh, damn, I wanted to say sorry about how I treated you. And, you know, sometimes maybe if you treat yourself because you deserve it. Every once in a while, you know, treat yourself to something. Like, I don't know if you're in a country, you have something like a Five Below, something similar to it. Something similar to a little store that I have here called Five Below. If not, you can always go online and find it. They ship. And I do my makeup with, right now I'm doing my makeup with this palette right here, which is a Project Runway palette. And I decided, hey, this is the palette I'm using right now. And it's by Style Essentials. And it's got makeup tones for everybody's skin tone. I'm very, very, very dark during the summer. And my tan comes down during the cooler time of the year. But hey, this is for the whole, like, all seasons. But it's a Project Runway palette, and it doesn't really matter. I may do another makeup tutorial tomorrow morning before I end up doing the paintings. You never know. And you may get a little inspiration after that. But like I said, right now, this is just a soft eye. This is something you can achieve. Like I said, I'm 44 years old. I know I definitely don't look it. But, you know, I want this to be a positive channel for everybody. And you can achieve anything you want in your life. You just have to aspire yourself forward. A piece of my artwork that I showed earlier, and I'll show this to you. It's a little crinkly, so don't mind that. It's a little crinkly. It's been folded up and put in a drawer for a while. Is this? It's a phoenix around a skull. And you know what the symbol of a phoenix is? A phoenix always rises out of the ashes, right? And when the phoenix rises out of the ashes and is reborn, it's born stronger. So you know what? Maybe you did come on here at the right moment, and I'm showing that to you. So you can be like that, rebuild yourself, and make yourself stronger. If I can make myself stronger 8.5 years out of a wheelchair that I was in for 5 years, think about what you can do. You can be like that phoenix coming back out of those ashes. Spread your wings. Finish university. Make a difference. Make a difference in forensic psychology. Thank you. I want you to make that difference in forensic psychology. Because I'm very, very sure that your whole entire family is very proud of you, and anybody that puts you down, trust me, I had people put me down. They didn't think I could make it. They never left hometown. Oh, I know you will. And you're going to inspire. You're going to aspire to your best. And you know what you're going to do? You're going to show all those people that put you down what you achieved. All the people that put me down saw what I do on my channel. And they were like, hold on, this is the same person that, huh? And when I was a model and I went back to the town that I was raised in, the girls that used to tease me in school, you know, the toothpick skinny girls, are big as a barn. I'd laugh about it because when I saw them, they're like, they were like, one of them saw me. I was trying to ignore her. I recognized her, and she's like, and they all said that I would be looking like that. They all said that I would be this and I would be that, and they were all the ones that were bullies to me. I got beat up by boys. Exactly. I got beat up by boys. Boys were punching me in the face. But I got sick of it. I got tired of being kicked in the back. I got tired of being punched in the face. So it's like one day I just got sick of it and beat up the bully. I got sick of it and beat up the bully one day at school, and that was in grade school. So I just whooped his ass on the playground, just like after school, just like bam, right in front of his friends. Like, are you gonna hit a girl ever again? And then when his dad found out, and his dad's a teacher, boy, did he ever like get grounded for the rest of the year. No birthday, no Christmas, no Halloween, no nothing, just flat out forget it because he hit a girl. And one that his dad knew. So it's like, forget it. And see, that's what I'm saying is people that you know that put you down, they have no self-esteem. They do it in order to make themselves feel better. That's the only way bullies can make themselves feel better. So to make yourself feel better, as you look past it, because they have no self-esteem. That's what bullies are. Low self-esteem or no self-esteem. If they want you to look like a Barbie, say which one, because there's the new one out and she actually has a human shape. I actually think she wears a size 12 now. She's a plus size Barbie. So Barbie went from a size toothpick to reality. There are a lot of women out there that actually have such a hypermetabolism, they constantly have to eat. Right? Right? There are women out there that actually have such a hypermetabolism, they have to constantly eat, and it's just natural for them to be thin. But then, like we both said, the modeling companies, modeling agency that I was with, they told me to lose more weight. I got down to, oh my gosh, I was already 140 pounds at the time, and for my height and my bone structure, I was already looking like a zombie. And they were like, take off that 7 pound pack. Just lose 3 more pounds. Just lose 3 more pounds. Okay, now you just have to lose 3 more pounds. And I was like, if I lose any more weight, I will be dead. I mean, yeah. So, like I said, inspire to be yourself. It helps you not only mentally, but it also helps you with your health. Yes, yes. Some modeling companies are good. Exactly. Some modeling companies are good, and some modeling companies are just atrocious. And some of them just want you to just be a skeleton. And I had to teach some of their young individuals how to literally walk a runway. And I had a nice pair of pants on with a tank top, a really nice, dressy one with the design, and a shirt over it, and a nice pair of shoes. They're like, does anybody here know how to walk a runway? And so he picked this girl that knew nothing. And so he's like, do you know what this is? He was using the aisle between the chairs. She's like, oh, it's an aisle. And he's like, no. And he's like, is anybody? And so I raised my hand, and he's like, yeah. And I'm like, it's called a runway. And he asked the girl, do you know how to walk it? And she's like, and he's like, anybody? And I'm like, he's like, okay, walk the runway. So I walked it, and when I got to one end, I dropped one shirt off my shoulders, turned, pivot, look, go back over, look forward, pop back up on my shoulders, and walk back up, turn, pivot, turn, look, and then go sit back down. And he was like, and that is how you walk a runway. He's like, now do what she did. And they're like, that's how you do that. But yeah, like I said, just you. What I can say is, this is a positive channel. If you always want positive, come here. You will find it here. We're always positive here. We occasionally get the troll, but we block the trolls here. Trust me, I've already blocked one. More than one. I've blocked several. Never be afraid to just vent, talk. We're very nice here. You're very welcome. You're very welcome. This is just very open. We're very open here. Like, anybody that comes on here, we just always ask for respect for each other. Like any of the others that come on here, we always just respect, because we respect each other on here. It's my channel, so it's like, that's all I ever ask, is like all of the other subscribers on here that come in and talk, is, I'll ask everybody to respect everybody, and that's what they basically do. And my fellow YouTube creators, I give shout outs to them. So let's say you want to get your channel going again, I give shout outs so that you get subscribers going over to your channel. This is exactly what I do. Small channels, we small channels have started something new. We have started to link like a small chain of small channels together, so that we give shout outs to each other so that our audiences know to, hey, check out this channel. Hey, if you want this, check out this channel. Check out that channel if you want this. And, you know, we just kind of have this chain of people that, you know, we give shout outs to. And we're like, hey, if you want this content, go here. And this is what we do. So we don't leave the small channels out. There's a circle of us that just says, hey, you know, if you want this, go here and here and here and so on. So yeah, definitely if you want to start your channel back up, I'd be more than happy to give you a shout out and be happy to have people go over to your channel. There's no problem with that at all. And like I said, never be afraid. I know there's a few people that are afraid to step back in front of the camera. You never have to show your face at first in front of your camera if you're camera shy. I know I was at first. YouTube wanted me to pay for my old content, so I had to restart. So I lost all of my old videos thanks to YouTube. So I had to restart my channel, which is crap. So I had to delete my old channel and start all over, which is so annoying that I had to do that. They wanted me to pay for my old content. It's my face. It was my content. I shouldn't have to have had to pay for YouTube Red, so I just deleted it. I just got rid of it and had to restart. But you know what though? That's okay. Sometimes you have to start fresh. You know what I mean? A new start sometimes is the best thing. And sometimes just going forward like that is better for people. So I've told some people, and this is true, this year is ending soon. In a few weeks, this year will be over. Exactly. So like I said, you know, this year is ending soon. But like I said, maybe it's a good thing you came on here. So seeing this year is ending in a few weeks, it's good to end on a good note. And knowing that things can end good and a new year can start good and you have some, you know, fresh ideas to go with, and it's something good, it's something positive, it's, you know, good energy and everything, and just, you know, you have a great community to be with, even if, you know, like you said, and I appreciate the new subscribe, I really do. And like I said, if you want to start your channel back up, go ahead. You will definitely get shout outs so that people will know to check out your channel for whatever you want to do. And here's the thing. For Kaylee Elise, a lot of people think she only does creepy content. But that's the thing, a lot of things that she used to do, especially with subscribers. Storytime, this is her creepy content thing. But one thing she does do is cold case files. It helps solve cold cases. So she puts it all out there for everybody to, you know, maybe somebody may know something, maybe somebody heard something from somebody, maybe somebody has found something, maybe, you know, maybe somebody knows where this person may be with age progression photos. You never know. Like Explore With Us, which is another great one. They're helping to, they've actually found a missing person, which was great because it was a great closing for a person's family. which is great because she said you are getting into forensic psychology. Now, a person that they found, excuse me, I gotta do a drink. A person that they literally found some belongings to, and the person was missing, and they found and helped solve a crime. The guy wasn't in his right mind. Think about that. The guy, when he went missing, was not in his right state of mind when he went missing. So think about that for forensic psychology. When somebody goes missing and they're not in their right state of mind, are they going to hurt themselves? Are they going to get sick? What's going to happen to this person? They ended up coming upon this abandoned building. They found the guy's sleeping bags, some medicine, and a few other things that belonged to the guy. They contacted the authorities. Eventually they went back there. The authorities had already taken this stuff, which is correct to do because they already contacted the authorities about this stuff. And they're working on another one where there's a missing woman. But they're like a few hairs close to finding her. They're like that close to finding her. And they're really hoping they do. I really hope they do. Just so her family has peace of mind, whether they have to put her to rest or she's alive. Now, the mystery is still there, but think about that. There's always somebody out there to make a difference in somebody else's life. There really is. And whether it's talking to them, whether it's in law enforcement, there's always somebody out there to make a difference in somebody else's life. It doesn't matter who tries to roadblock you. Walk around that roadblock and be on your way to success. Because you can do it. Never let anybody stop you. You can do it. You know you can. Just don't let them block you from doing it. You know you can do it. You're smart enough. You can do it. All you have to do is study and be on your way to success. You know you can do that. I gotta adjust myself. Like I said, sitting for a while hurts my back, and I can literally feel like some of the spinal fluid like right here. It feels weird because it's like a piece of ice sitting there. You're like going like that. It's gonna go down my back in a minute, and it's like having a piece of ice go down your spine. Not good, but I go with it. I don't care. I also have deterioration of the disc from the accident on the train, so it's like I have to deal with that. But oh well. It causes my tailbone to be a pain in the ass. Oh, the ice thing? No, I just deal with it. But like I said, you know, the deterioration of the disc causes my tailbone to be a pain in the ass. But I just deal with it. I make fun of my own appendages. Oh. But if you have to deal with it, you have to deal with it on a daily basis. But like I said, don't let people block you from your success. You're still young. You're 19 years old. You're still young. You have a long road of success ahead of you, and you can do it. You can do it, you can achieve it. You can most definitely achieve it. How many of your family members would be so proud of you for achieving that accomplishment? I'm so sure that they would be like, so overwhelmed with joy for you accomplishing something like that. Am I right? Well, see, there you go. But you have other people that would. Don't worry about the one person. You know what? You show the people that really would love to see you do this. You show them that you can succeed. I want to see you succeed. Do it, and I want to see you succeed. I want to see it. I always like to see other people succeed. If you succeed in this, not if, when you succeed, let me rephrase that. When you succeed, put it on your channel. You're welcome. When you succeed, put it on your channel, and I have to see the certificate. Do we have a deal? It's when you succeed, you have to have your channel, and I want to see your accomplishment. Because I think that would be great. I want to see a smile on your face on the day of your accomplishment. Thank you. I want to see you all happy on the day of your accomplishment, because I just would like to see that. Like I said, there's a reason for everything, and everything has a reason, and maybe you were supposed to be on here. And maybe I was supposed to do this second video. That way, you had somebody to give you a little pep, little inspiration to just keep going. So don't worry, you'll succeed. You know how I always studied? I put music on. Put on some music when you do your studies. It helps. Do you know that there's a mathematical algorithm in the music? And it actually helps you study faster. Makes you think quicker. If you didn't know that, you do now. There's a mathematical algorithm in music, and it helps to relax your brain to study better. Okay, maybe that's why my IQ is too high, but anyway. But there really is, there's a mathematical algorithm. But that's what I'm saying. Put music on when you're doing your studies outside of the classroom, when you're doing your homework to take back to your university professor for the classroom. When you have to take that work back into the classroom to hand in, make sure you have your headphones on. That way you're blocking out everything else. You're just doing your studies. and you're gonna get it done. You're able to think more clear with the right music on. Music composition with the mathematical algorithms in it actually helps to circulate brain thought. And that's actually a form of psychology. I actually have a friend that's a psychologist, and he's Brazilian, and he has a license to practice psychology in America. And because he got his citizenship for America, but he went back to Brazil to take care of his elderly mother and became a licensed physician in Brazil. Good. See, you can either study to that music or you can study to the music that has lyrics. Either way. Like I said, it'll help. You'll pass. You'll pass. I have faith in you. Like I said, just don't worry about anybody else. Just focus on you. That's all you have to do. Just focus on you. Your accomplishment, your achievement. Tune out anybody else. Think about this. It's all about the psychology factor. You're tuning out the negativity, okay? But you're tuning in the positivity. Tune out the negativity and focus in on the positivity. It's all psychological. So you just tune it out and tune in the good. That's all there is to it. I mean, like some of my pain, I try to tune it out. The positive aspects of my life, I bring in. So that's really all it is. It's like bad things, push out, good things, bring in. So that's all you really have to do is tune out the bad, bring in the good, and you'll be fine. I think you'll be perfectly fine. That's all you really have to do. And what everybody else is doing on the university campus, you don't have to follow along with everybody else. You can just be you. Like I said, just do your studies and be yourself. That's all you ever have to do. This is my thing. I was never a follower. I became the leader. I never followed anybody. You know, like, sure, I follow people on YouTube, like Graveyard Girl. Because Bunny is cool people. Like, she's funny. You might like her. Check out Graveyard Girl. Just leave out the E and change it to a 3. If that's how you spell it. For the word grave, leave out the E and change it to a 3. It's spelled funny, but it's cool. You would like her. She's cool people. So yes, like I said, I give fellow YouTube creators a shout out. And she does giveaways on her channel too for all sorts of stuff. Like right now she's doing a Vlogmas. And then there's Coolerpa, which is to spell hers. It's funny. It's COOLIRPA. Yes, I spelled it correctly this time. It's funny if you misspell it. And she actually shows you how to transform thrifted clothes or clothes you already have, but you want to transform them. And that's really cool. Or Annika Victoria. She's also another one that does the same thing, almost the same thing that Coolerpa does. So they're really cool. Oh my gosh, I have to think of all these different channels, which I'm not thinking of right now. But yeah, I really want to see you succeed, because you are a young person. You can very much succeed. And if you really think about this, working in that field to make a big difference, have you ever thought about that can take you to different places, even with your government? That could definitely take you to different fields, even with your government. Well, see, there you go. There you go. Just like, let's say here in America, we have civil servant, which means a civilian can work alongside with the government. Well, you're very welcome. And I hope that inspires you more to go forward with this, to succeed. I really hope it does. I hope this inspires you now more to just go forward. To just go forward with this, to get out there and realize that you can seriously make this big difference. Like I said, like here in America, we have the civil servants, which some of them are postal workers, some of them really, they work in the government. They work alongside the military. Think about all these different things that you could look into with your government. You could be successful with this. You can think about how much you can do with, let's say, everybody that, like I said, that told you something that you can't, but you're going to show them, this is where I got my life. And look where I live now. And you're driving a nice car. Like, they're looking at you going down the road and you're like, hey, and you're like, damn. That's what you're driving? You're like, yeah, because this is my job. You're like, and I'm still working at the grocery store. Think about that. While they're still working at the store. Exactly. But you'll do good. You'll pass. I have faith in you for this. How many years do you have to go until you're finished with university? Don't worry, I'm patient for the answer. Okay, how many years do you have left? 2 more years? Okay. You'll make it. You'll make it. Just remember, keep the positivity in and the negativity out. 2 years will go by quick. It'll go by quick. It'll go by quick. And as soon as you know it, you're going to be standing there showing your grandma and your dad, like, look what I have. Now, rephrase that. Rephrase it, not hopefully. Remember. Rephrase. I want to see a rephrase. I'm just going to be silly with you. You can do this. You can do this. Remember, you can do this. Yes, when you succeed and you can go out there in this field, then yes, you could stop working at the movie theater. Because think about the job that you can apply for. Think about the success for something that you can have. Think about that. I'm pretty sure working at a movie theater, you're not really making much. Pretty sure the popcorn smells okay, except for when it goes stale. Well, if we made that here in America, if theater people made that here in America, they would be so happy. They make minimum wage. Wow. That's actually, that's more money over there in New Zealand than over here in America for 40 hour minimum wage, which is like less than $8 an hour for 40 hours a week. And that's sad. Oh, okay. Well, still, that's more than over here. That's more than minimum wage here. People here that work in the theaters don't even make $9 an hour. That's pretty, yeah, you still make more. Yeah, right? Oh my gosh. So yeah, so like I said, you succeed going forward in your schooling. And like I said, think about this, look it up, working for the, your government, using this, and You can definitely not have to work at a theater anymore making a crap wage. You could definitely be making a whole lot more and not have to worry about it. I don't know how it works in New Zealand, working for your government, if they pay for like your health insurance and stuff like that, how any of that works working with your government. You check things like that out when you do that. That's how that works. You just check it out. But definitely, like I said, you're a young person still. You have a lot of success to look forward to. You know, don't ever think, maybe think more in a positive light. When you're done with it and you go on to your next level of success, is your next level of achievement, which is your goal in the first place, is that job. Is that job which is your success. And that's the thing that you want. That's the exact thing that you want. And did you know, working with what you want, and I want you to think about this, because there are a lot of people out there trying to stop human trafficking. You can also use that for helping to stop human trafficking. Now, I know that goes on around the world, even here in America. But I really want you to think about how much of a difference that also makes there for helping to stop human trafficking. Because there are a lot of people sick in the head that snatch people up, men and women, using them for human trafficking. So think about how much of a difference you would make. Exactly. If somebody was going to try to kidnap one of my daughters, she's older than you. She's not much older than you, but somebody was going to try to kidnap one of my daughters that lives in Texas. And but if it wasn't for a team of people that fights human trafficking, that all I made was a phone call, and they were ready to just dispatch and go catch the bad guys and grab her back. Think about that. There are people out there to stop these bad guys. And there are people out there to retrieve the people that have been used for human trafficking. Think about the difference that this makes. It doesn't matter what country you're in. Think about the difference that it makes. Well, you're very welcome. And like I said, everything happens for a reason. And I feel maybe you were really down and like in an emotional spot where you felt very depressed and like you needed something. You needed somebody to talk to tonight. I don't know if that's correct, but that's what I feel like you needed somebody to talk to. And I don't mind that. I don't mind. I feel And that's okay. That is perfectly okay. But you get to work, and I have this little joke with one of my friends. I think I'm psychic. Anyway, it's a joke. It's a joke. Anyway, but no. Anyway, you get to work, and thank you for subscribing, and we can talk later. So here's my outro. Stay happy, stay healthy, stay positive, and as always, stay blessed. And I will see you later. Love everybody, and I'll see you later. Bye. And think about everything, okay? Stay successful. See ya.